Tune in, episode 90. We have Anthony Ardestani, Double A Concepts, our old boy.
I'm not old.
Leave that in.
You're listening to Between Two Bridges, a business-to-business podcast. With your hosts, Joe Ferranti and Jerry Kenna. Produced by Nathan Kenna. Interviewing entrepreneurs, business operators, and investors. This episode is brought to you by Wash, because laundry shouldn't cost your time. Wash delivers. Sign up at pickupwashdeliver.com. Do the wash. Skip the hassle.
Tuning in this week, episode 90, Between Two Bridges. Pan the camera to my left here. You might know this guy.
Blast from the past
Blast
over here.
from the past,
It's been
man.
30 episodes.
30
It
episodes.
took me 30 episodes to grow
So you
up.
left this room for 30 fucking straight hours.
30, yeah. It took me a day and a half to flip a house by myself.
Record pace. So, yeah, where you been?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Locked
fuck
in
you
a
been
house,
doing?
man, in Springdale. Working 3 jobs at the same time. So I got a handyman, side gig, maintenance thing going on.
Yeah.
Maybe for some, real quick, not to interrupt.
Who the fuck am I?
Yeah, maybe for somebody that maybe didn't watch 30 episodes.
Go watch episode 1, fuckers.
Go back to 1.
This is
Go back to
Anthony
start.
Ardestani,
Double
who
A
used to be
concept still?
Yes, sir.
Double A Concept, used to be a co-host here.
Yeah.
Took some time off so that he could
Yeah.
pursue an investment property, and he's back to tell us where he's been.
There we go, Jerry. That was, see?
Yeah,
I'm
I got
the
it,
intro.
bud.
I would have
I'm the
thought
intro
you guys
guy. I'm
would have
not the
had
introduction
this.
guy. There's two
This is
different
why
guys.
there's 2 of us.
I'm the hype man. I'm the intro guy. He's the introduction guy.
You didn't hype much.
I was just real excited, man. I'm excited to have you here.
Excited to be here, bud.
So-
I've been thinking of this day for a while.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, this is proof that time fucking flies, though.
6 months.
Yeah.
6
Quick.
months was the plan.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down talking about New Year's resolutions,
I
right?
think, yeah, you wanted to do 3 in the next 12.
Yeah, so I got
It's you on
one.
pace.
I got one. I'm about to get the
Well,
next
in your
one.
defense, it's a duplex, right?
That's what I was going to say. Technically, Jerry, that's 2.
2.
Okay,
But-
okay.
We'll figure it out in December.
Yeah, you got time.
I
Fuck.
got
A
2.
lot can happen in 6 months.
Technically, I have 3 revenue generating properties because I've been able to rent out my house a bunch.
Yeah, that's awesome. I never even would have thought of like rent. Like we talked about the Augusta rule on here, but
Yeah.
primary residence, you don't think about like leaving it. But
Yeah, no, so that was one of my goals too, to take advantage of that.
so who's renting your house?
I am. What do you mean, through
No, I
Airbnb?
mean like, no, I'm just saying like, who are these clients that you're getting? to rent
So
your
we had
house?
the U.S. Open, right? I had a bunch of golf bros come for 4 days, and they left the house in great shape.
That's
Good
good.
day. It worked out okay.
Yeah, they left some garbage bags of beer, but
I think that the problem that a lot like people had their like eyes big to these.
they
big
also
numbers.
just stayed in my game room the whole time. They didn't sleep in the beds, slept on the couches upstairs,
Well, that's what alcohol does to you. That's why there was a garbage bag
used
full
the
of beers.
pool. I'm sure there's pee in the pool, but
Should have put one of those.
took that money and went camping for Father's Day. So camping is like $30 a night. So I ate a lot of s'mores. Had a great time for a weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then,
Do you have any regret that you didn't get a chance to go to the U.S. Open?
no, I thought it rained the whole time. I mean, I was in the middle of the woods, so I didn't experience any of it, but it seemed like they bust a lot of people in.
Yeah, it was a weird, like, we talked about it on here. There was people on the news bitching that there was no revenue in town. And I'm
Yeah, I didn't know the true numbers behind that, but it seemed...
people that had commodities and like knick-knack shops and shit didn't make any money because like
that's
they're not
fucked.
coming to buy that shit. But like
Damn.
my business was busy. Friends of ours' businesses were busy. My family has a laundry business. They were busy. So commodity, like businesses that they needed were busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
The restaurants were busy.
it's not a charity. They don't just drive Lexuses into town and throw fucking bags of money
I get that. They certainly had the logistics a lot smoother
you
from
prepped
what
for
I
that
could tell.
too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you were like, I'm just going to put my house on Airbnb. You were working on your
dude.
house.
So I mean, I started out, exclusively at this rental property. I have a 9 to 5 too, so that's very demanding. I have to juggle a weekend schedule sometimes with that. Obviously, emergency calls if I got to go out and fix plumbing or whatever, I'll do that. But that opportunity is getting closer. My wife had to go to Harrisburg the week before, so this is not ideal at all. So I'm like throwing toys in fucking closets, just hiding shit, locking rooms, changing locks.
Cleaning like a man would clean.
Yeah, hiding stuff under beds. That was the move. Your
Yeah.
mom asks you to clean your room, you just shove everything under the bed.
I mean, the kid shit, you're like, fuck it, steal it.
Yeah,
ruin it, throw
but
it in
I
the
had a
fucking
trailer. I brought a lot of stuff to the Springdale property, so like it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
And then once you got it, bare bones, you could do it again. So the 4th of July came, we were going out of town anyway, and we rented it to a bunch of Mexicans.
Hiding from ice.
Yeah, they were probably on their way to Canada. I called ICE shortly after.
pointed in a direction.
But they had a bunch of fireworks and stayed on the run and left the house cleaner than we left it.
Nice.
They left the Netflix on Spanish, which I didn't appreciate. So that was that was 4 stars.
You had to get out Google Translate to figure out how to switch it back.
Yeah, hit up ChatGPT and figure that out. So that was the 4th, and then a couple weeks ago, or I don't know when this will come out, but we recently stayed in like a bus Airbnb, which I might have some plans around that coming up. But
Yeah, that's pretty
reveal
slick.
that. Yeah, it was really cool. It was cool.
I saw the pictures you were posting, and I'm thinking, man, for a weekend,
Yeah.
you don't need much, especially with a little kid. But
Nah, he had a great time, dude. It was awesome.
Was the bathroom in the bus?
There was a bathroom in the bus. Yep.
so it was a schoolie. But
It was a West Green school bus, and they completely decked it out. The guy was a retired contractor. The lady was a retired bus driver. So they had a pond.
Was there multiple buses? Or was
Yeah, so there was a large bus that we stayed on that was like pimped out. It was nice.
And then other people were on the property.
And then there was a mini bus that was like built for kids. It had like arcades and all kinds of shit in it.
But you had access to it?
Yeah, you just walk like across the
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a
gravel.
compound of buses, like
So-
multiple families.
Yeah, so like if you leave Pittsburgh and you're not from Pennsylvania, we get pretty weird. Like you go either like Dutch or like Christian, like
Yeah.
super quick.
Yeah.
But these people had a church on the property. They had their house, and then like at the end of a gravel driveway was this Airbnb setup.
Yeah, they're happy. They're making a couple
Yeah.
bucks,
Yeah, so we had those 3 chips instead of spending after-tax dollars. I'm spending somebody else's money, which is
Right.
great. Buys a lot of hot dogs and hamburgers and whatever.
Yeah.
So that's been the summer, and then
So what's
gave
going
myself
on in
6 months. Yeah.
Springdale? What's up with the house? The
Yeah,
duplex?
so the house will be done by the time this is out. I bought a house that was probably 100 years old, big old house with a garage, separated garage in the back. And I've spent 6 months doing every single thing that it needed aside from the electricity, because it was knob and tube, and I'm not fucking with that with the time frame I got. And
Yeah.
I found a guy that would do it, and it worked out well.
Yeah, they bring a bunch of Mountain Dews and just fucking bang it out.
Yeah, I mean, so you get in that life, right? You're there early at Lowe's. You see some things. Like you see a lot of people on Monster,
Yeah.
people not necessarily taking care of themselves. So it's, I wanted to get really immersed in that world and figure out, how long this shit actually take. What types of shit do you run into? What could go wrong?
Well,
This ain't a YouTube video. Like, I'm spending real dollars here. What's it actually going to end up being?
yeah, and if you don't know what you're doing or you don't have a background in it, you have a contractor there, they're going to call and be like, well, we ran into this, we ran into this problem.
Yeah.
It's $6,000. Well, yeah, you know what? I didn't need to pay your down payment on your pontoon boat. Right. I can figure this shit out on my own.
Yeah, I mean, you see, there's all kinds of terms out there that different, contractors give, half up front. I need a deposit.
Yeah.
They're spending it on the next job. I'm not coming in, my situation's a little different because the way I looked at it was I have a W-2. They're paying me to show up here and be a laborer. Yeah. So there's not a lot of guys doing that. And then to have some of the capital opportunities I had, I wasn't as desperate as some of those guys are to get to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, you're using your money.
Yeah.
You're not just writing checks out of a line of credit that doesn't mean anything.
Right. And then at the same time, torching all my personal debt. I have no credit card debt. Nice. So it took about 18 months. So, yeah, things are moving in the right direction. It's been cool.
So the house you bought, it was a single-family home when you bought it?
Yes, sir.
You converted it to a duplex?
Yeah, so 2 bedrooms upstairs and then a large 1-bedroom downstairs, shared laundry. There's off-street parking. The detached garage I'm going to use for my business, so I have all my tools there. I'll be able to park at my house. My wife won't hate me for storing every single thing that I buy from MacBid for the house. So it's pretty big. It's a 2-car garage, so it's going to fit all my tools. It'll be a nice little workshop. It's convenient to 28. So it checked all the boxes.
So the place will be ready to list for rent?
8/1, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then what's the next move?
So obviously got to go through this cash out refi process. You get LTV, depending on what that percentage is where I'll end up. I think for this discussion, we could say I ended up roughly 100 in. So that's a nice round number to base returns and things off of. So instead of having that sit in a money market account or an index fund, I put it into real estate. We'll see what the actual return is. I don't know. You've been through this process. I'm sure it's not 2 hours. So it's a few weeks, a few months. I don't know.
Yeah, you're going to have to go through the process. They're going to send an appraiser out. They're going to, you have to go through the underwriting process and the appraisal and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be, I don't know, depends on the bank, right?
Yeah.
But 2, 3, 4 weeks probably.
Makes sense.
It's going to depend on probably the appraiser.
Yeah.
And how long that turnaround is usually the slowest part of it.
Right.
Usually the bank will put a bid out for the appraiser and then get their underwriting stuff done while they're waiting for all that stuff to come back. And then by the time the appraisal comes back, as long as the appraisal comes in where you want it to be, they'll finalize the loan documents. It's usually about a week after that. So
that makes sense. Yeah.
Typically you could be done with that within 3-4 weeks. And then move on to the next one. Get, whether it's cash or line of credit paid back off and then move on to the next deal.
Yeah.
But, so is the plan to look to buy another long-term rental, or I know you've been staying at Airbnbs, you've Airbnb'd your house. Are you thinking about buying a short-term rental for your next investment, or are you thinking about long-term?
Yeah, great question. So, to put it out there, I guess, the place is going to be near Virginia.
Oh, you already have a place looked at?
My brother lives down there, so I've been down there a couple times. Opens up a new market for me. I want to continue to go south.
Okay.
So he lives very close to Norfolk, so there's an airport there. I can park there. I probably will look to add employees, if you want to call that, for the next one. So I'm looking for people that are willing to go out of state. I have hired a kid out of basically high school. He's helping me now, so he's open to possibly going down there, and I'm thinking of subbing out electric, plumbing maybe. And then I want to condense the timeline, so it takes me by myself 6 months. But, that's also working a 9 to 5, trying to be a dad, trying to be a husband, going to Lowe's again.
That's the worst.
Having your hitch stolen from your fucking trailer while you're in Lowe's, so you have to go back, like anything that
guy needed it, man.
All kinds of things go wrong. And if you're doing it by yourself, the most valuable thing you have is time, right?
Yeah.
I can't multiply time. I could go find money. I could stretch the timeline. I could add things to what I'm trying to do, but I only have so much time.
Yeah.
So that became like the biggest thing I had to be aware of. I had to plan ahead a lot because if I'm going to Lowe's or doing other shit, I'm not working on the house. So if I'm going to meet the goals that I'm setting, I'm going to be very careful about what I'm doing, shit like that.
Yeah, the worst is like when you go to Lowe's and you think you got everything you need.
Yeah.
You start doing what you do. But like I remember when we were doing the
key thing there that I found early on was AI. So I am by no means an expert. Okay. Yeah. Not in this field by any means. You want to talk financial technology or banking or investing, we could go that route for a while, but I was cooking one night, so it was just like, it was on the weekend, I know that, but my wife started talking on her phone, and this British guy was responding to her, and I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I'm like, who the fuck you talking to? Yeah, I'm going to get my gun. I'm like, this is my chance, like, finally. And she's like, I'm talking to ChatGPT, and I'm like, well, why the fuck's he British? And she's like, I like British guys, and I'm like, she's asking him like about this book.
You're like, I already got enough on my plate. I don't need to learn an accent.
Yeah. So this is probably, I don't know, March. I closed on the house on my anniversary, so that's January 25th. I started demo February 1st, and then messed around for like a month getting things in order, and then like the purchasing starts, right? You're after demo, and it's like, all right, we need fucking paint, we need fucking screws, we need
Demo's cheap, fast.
So I start using ChatGPT. I'm taking pictures of rooms, I'm taking pictures of plumbing. I'm like, what do I need to buy? How many do I need to buy? What's the item number? Can you order it for me? And it starts doing that for me. So now you're talking about a game changer, because the one thing I lacked was experience, knowledge. Obviously, there's people that could do it faster and better than me.
Right.
But if you tell me what to do, you give me step by step, you give me a YouTube video, I'm in the game. I'm at least playing, So anything that I ran into from that standpoint, AI took care of. And
like that's the thing. Like AI is not just a toy. You know what I mean?
No, not by any means. And
I think if you learn how to use it,
this is just the beginning of it.
It's kind of like when we used to spell out boobs on a calculator. You know what I mean? The calculator.
I remember playing Snake on a TI-83.
Like
that was mind blowing.
A lot more than that.
Drug wars.
Yeah, but we were kids, and we were using it as a toy. And AI is not a toy. It's not a toy.
No,
it's a game changer.
Yeah.
So do you know what I just ordered, and they just got delivered today? So the next episode.
TI-83s, bro, we going for it?
No, but I'll tell you, I was just cleaning out my basement, and I found my TI-83, and I was cleaning it with my wife, cleaning out my basement with my wife, and she's like, do we still need this? And I'm like, that's my TI-83. And she's like, why are you so excited? I'm like, because I'm going to play Drug Wars. She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, there's games on there? I'm like, of course there's games.
Fuck yeah.
I was all excited about it. Anyway, no, but that's not what I'm talking about. So have you seen the ads for the Meta glasses?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you had to order them, didn't you?
I did. Well, originally, you got them?
No, I said you bought them.
I did.
Okay.
So originally when I saw them, I was like, oh, they take pictures.
This is the Circuit City and I'm coming out.
Yeah. So at first, they just take pictures and videos. You can listen to music. Like, that's cool, but then I started like watching videos about the shit that they do. They have an AI feature in them. And the video that I saw, it's similar to that. This girl walks into a grocery store and she's like, Meta, activate AI mode or whatever. Give me some recipes for 2. And it's like, how about, I think it's like seafood paella. And it's like, okay, what do I need? and starts saying shit because it's got speakers in the glasses. And then you look at it and it's like, yeah, that's enough. And then it's like, and then you can start asking questions about the stuff you're looking at, and it starts telling you about the ingredients. And is this enough? No, you're going to need more than that.
Get two Grandma Jane's pinch of this, scotch of that, and put it right into fucking AI glasses.
But it's that kind of shit where you can, I'm sure that it's going to integrate things with like construction and other things more than like recipes at a grocery store.
So I'll take it one step further. I'm going to get in trouble.
You haven't responded to a text message to your wife in 2 years.
I haven't written an email for my 9 to 5 personally in months.
AI.
Because I take a picture and say, respond to Susie.
Yeah.
As a Pittsburgher named Anthony, who works at this department.
One of the things in the service business that I'm in is like, even though you're never going to post something that gets you like that automatic response.
Yeah.
But you got to be diligent. You got to post at least, once a week, 4 times a week, because like not everybody's looking for dry cleaning today, but like, oh, we saw that,
Yeah.
So I just go on there and I'm like, create a Facebook post.
Yep.
And now I don't even need to tell it who it's for or what it's for.
Yeah, it learns who you are and what you're trying to do.
And then I'm like, create an image. Mm-hmm. And then I put, because you need an image, like it creates it, copy and paste, Instagram post done. Where before, like I'd be walking around my shop, like, what could I take a picture of? And like, so yeah, it's not
now,
a tool.
I mean, even now I'm like, find me a place in Virginia for this amount.
Yeah, it's eliminated. I know Google has AI.
It does that type of search for me, where before I'm like scrolling through Zillow or whatever. I'm like
you're actually using it to find real estate.
For sure, dude. For sure.
You can use it.
Hey, name the top 5 neighborhoods in South Carolina.
Right.
Can you find me 6 houses worth $200,000 or less that are available now?
Yeah. It's eliminating, to me, it is eliminating Google.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that eliminated fucking Ask Jeeves, and that eliminated the fucking nerds at Carnegie Mellon. You used to call a 800 number to be like, I thought about circumference of the earth.
I think either today or yesterday I Googled something, and Google's AI came up top.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, Google makes a significant amount of money on Google Ads, right? That's why you see the top 4 or 5 customers. But now that's coming up first. That's going to fuck with their ads platform too. So they're going to have to integrate Google Ads into Google AI, and that's going to fuck, because they have an obligation there, where ChatGPT has no obligation.
No.
It's like a bipartisan fucking friend in your pocket that answers a lot of shit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like, don't be afraid to ask ChatGPT for a second opinion.
Not, bro.
I have a tab open on my computer at any time with ChatGPT, and I use it several times a day.
You still using the free version, or do you pay for it?
No, I pay for it.
Do you pay for it?
I pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth $20 a month.
Yeah,
because I use it, I ask it for things that are...
because you can only like upload like 3 photos, and like if I'm working through like a bedroom or whatever, I was using that in an hour, and it's like...
Yeah, it becomes a hindrance.
Yeah. So...
Yeah. When you start asking it more advanced stuff, you start hitting that limit pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth the $20.
It's a virtual assistant. I mean,
yeah,
it really is. I mean, you can, and it's getting more and more advanced literally every day.
Yep.
To the point where it's, I mean, the sad part of it is it's getting to the point where it's eliminating jobs.
Well, for sure.
Circle back to like you learning how to do things with your hands and being, those are the things that ChatGPT can't replace,
Yeah.
That's why, like, I've never been fearful, because I can weld, I can thread pipe, I can build a house if I have to.
I mean, I don't feel like COVID for me, it made me realize like my job could go away.
Right.
And it wasn't like a place of fear. It was like, I'm approaching 40 at that point. I'm about to have a kid. Like, if I don't scratch this itch, I'm never going to do it, because life just gets busier with kids, right? So that was the genesis of the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up in an era where they're like, go to school, learn how to code.
Yeah.
You don't even need to know how to code now.
No.
It's eliminated.
Yeah. You just need to know how to go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to code it for you.
But to that point, why do kids even know why do they have to go to school anymore?
Well, that's the new math argument. It's like, of all the times for them to change math, this was the worst time for them to do it. Like, why do my kids need to show how their work?
That's why like cyber school makes a lot of sense to me as a parent, because it's like my son could go do something meaningful with that time.
The teachers union is still bitching that we're not going to have calculators in our pocket, but yet we all have calculators in our pocket. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I have good friends that are teachers, family that are teachers, but like,
I think there's a real concern that ChatGPT and AI in general is going to eliminate jobs. And I've had people that have asked me, aren't you worried that AI is going to eliminate the need for your business? And I don't think that it's going to eliminate the need for my business. I am concerned that it's going to eliminate the need for people within a business like mine. I don't think that I'm anywhere near the need to start losing employees within my business or anything like that. I think that as I grow, AI is going to help me grow without expanding my staff.
Yeah.
The key is that for a business owner in a position like my business is to learn how to use AI now.
Yeah.
So that I can use AI, because if I was in a business right now and didn't use, I think anybody that owns an accounting firm, a law firm, any sort of service industry.
Lawyers are certainly threatened as well, because I can write up a very good argument.
well, Rocco was on the air and he said that he feels and this was a year ago when we had Rocco on, he said in 5 years, I think the bar is going to require us to use ChatGPT.
Well,
I believe it.
I was talking to an attorney the other day, and he was talking about he was using AI to do research.
There'll still be some integration. A good lawyer and someone that's at the top of their field will always have a position, because like there's negotiation tactics that there's interactions.
It's a weird time, man. We'll see where it goes for sure. But to your point,
it is 100%. Like
I think it was maybe your last episode or one before, but you're set up with different revenue streams. So like, you may see an increase that you're not expecting and a decrease because of this. You know, it's something that I think you'll adapt to it.
Yeah.
This is brand new shit. I forget when
Just
that came
scratching the
out.
surface.
Has it been out a year or two?
Yeah.
How long has that been? AI been out?
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
and
To people, and not the elites.
the elites have had it since '84,
I
dude.
think congressmen get that when they log in.
And that's the thing, but it came out, and then its functionality, it came out, and then it just
Exponential growth. Yeah.
exponential growth, and it's getting more and more advanced, faster and faster every day.
Well, yeah, I mean, when we first talked about it, it had to be 2 years ago, you know, and I was using it for bedtime stories for my kid.
It's great for fireside, go side stories.
Yeah,
too.
make up a story, put your kid's name in it. But like, there's so many things that we have, like, that technology's here, and it's going to evolve every day, because the more input it gets, the more houses it sees, the more tax questions it hears. It keeps that knowledge.
Yep.
But like, we were going back to the coder thing, like, if my dad 30 years ago told me, learn how to frame a door and you'll have a job for life.
Yeah.
Because the one thing it can't do is put a brand new door in.
Right.
You know, you can't put a hot water heater in.
Right.
And then, like, I talk to people within our industry, the dry cleaning and laundry industry, and they're like, yeah, it's great. Like, there will be automation in our game. But
I mean, there's going to be some type of Terminator out there at some point.
The problem that we have in our industry.
For you, Joe.
Yeah, and the problem that we have, though, is the cost to get that robot
It's high
is
right now.
very
for
high
sure.
right now. Yeah. And they're using it to, you know, rapidly repair aircraft or whatever. Some bigger industries.
Yeah.
So like our industry, it shrunk over COVID.
Okay.
So like there might be, we're not a major metropolitan city. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, we're
not.
like under the tier 3 or something.
But like in DC, let's just say there was 22,000 fucking dry cleaners 10 years ago. There might be 10. So you take that technology and you need that money.
It shrunk that much, or is that just an example off the cuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's cut in half.
Damn.
Yeah, but the problem is the laundry industry is projected by 2030 to be like a $36 billion industry, because people are starting alongside ChatGPT. Like if you ask ChatGPT, how can I save time in my day?
Yeah.
Surely one of the answers is to be outsource your fucking laundry.
Oh, I believe it.
You know what I mean? Like it's a cheap ticket item. It's $30 to buy 2 hours of your time.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm not saying it'll never be there. I'm just saying that the cost for it to enter my workplace, like for you to answer tax questions, you could scan, and TurboTax had it years ago. You could scan your fucking W-2 and TurboTax did your taxes for you like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the entry cost, you know what I mean? And what you're doing is, it goes back to you being the face. You know, you might not have to worry about hiring someone when
That's the thing, relationships. It's not going to build,
think about what your business would look like
if you knew nobody
30 years ago. You'd have a data center out here that was as big as the fucking building.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have an air condition dedicated to it.
And you'd have a building the size of this building just for files.
Just the revenue that you do. And when we came in here, we couldn't film because there'd be...
I couldn't do the number of tax returns that I do here. I couldn't do a quarter of it because we'd all be doing it. We couldn't do it.
Yeah.
The technology that we use today is what allows me to do the volume that we do.
And you would have looked terrible in that cheesy fucking green visor.
Oh, yeah, with an abacus or adding machine.
Yeah.
Slide counter.
But what you're doing is like, and that's what I like to see and hear from people, is like when you're using the technology, you're in the weeds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big tech guy. I'm not shying away. I'm fully, I want someone to drive me. I want a robot to fucking carry me home after a long night. You know?
That's why we get married, bro.
For that. Yeah, well...
You know, I'm getting better
but
as I get older.
I mean, in a strange world, in 2100, if there's fucking robots building houses and this thing is at the speed of light, like, gotta at least consider it.
They're 3D printing buildings.
You know,
they're I'm not
saying you gotta be open-minded and
I'm
opportunistic. I feel like,
right.
You know,
I'm not saying they're gonna 3D print my next house, but like. Crib's outhouse could be 3D printed in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you print a playground tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thank you for listening. And now a brief word from our sponsor. You've got a full plate. Kids, meetings, workouts, side hustles. There's better things to do than laundry. Introducing Wash, laundry reimagined for the modern world. Schedule your pickup in seconds via the convenient web app. Wash picks up your clothes, cleans with care, and brings them back fresh and ready to wear. But it's more than garments. From bedding and table linens to shoes, hats, purses, and more. Wash handles all your life's fabric, leaving you more time to do you. Visit pickupwashdeliver.com and see how convenient it can be to do the wash. And now, back to the show.
Did you see, speaking of futuristic things, did you see Tesla's new diner charging station? Dude, it's actually, you didn't see it?
Oh, you're buying a Tesla now?
No, I'm not buying a Tesla.
What do you mean diner charger?
So Tesla opened up a diner in Los Angeles it's a charging, it has charging stations all around it, but it's a 2-story diner movie theater with just a parking lot full of charging stations.
Okay.
But it's like a full service diner. I think they may have a liquor license, like they serve alcohol.
It's got not PC.
Big movie theater screens.
I thought you were going to say
is it all robots?
Movies playing all day.
Yeah,
it's all robots.
It's got and you can. It's like a drive-in kind of diner where you can actually pull up to the charging station, plug in, and then order food on an app, and a robot will bring it to your car. Or you can go in and sit at a bar or sit at a booth. You can go upstairs and sit at a table.
I mean, they're wild out in California.
It's really cool. And I'm watching this. I saw it on a TikTok video, and I'm watching it. And Tesla, when they released, they showed it and they like presented it and they opened it. It's open. It's officially open. They're talking about potentially opening up many of these, and that they hope that they start a trend of this is what they hope charging stations are across the country. And I'm thinking it's actually kind of brilliant, because if you think like these charging stations, you got to spend an hour.
Yeah.
Charging stations are sitting at gas stations or at Target or like nobody wants to sit there for a fucking hour.
Sheetz was quick to get charging stations. They were like, fuck yeah, you're going to get MTO and buy a pack of smokes
and sit here and eat and spend money. But you really want to sit at Sheetz for an hour?
Oh, really?
No. But if I have a restaurant,
like it's a destination.
now I can have a cool destination that you can come plug in your Tesla or your electric car and come
if you're driving from LA to Alabama, you stop at 3 of them.
You have a drink and have something to eat, spend an hour, spend $100,
Right.
charge your car, and you're on your way.
Yeah, it's like adapting with the times, you know. It's like, I guess you think like, oh, Yahoo, what was going to get better than Yahoo? You know, this is awesome. And then there's the next one and the next one. And, you know, Facebook and Twitter and there's a next one. There's a next one and everything.
For sure.
But I think the people that are rested on their laurels, the people that were like the small mom and pop hardware stores that didn't do anything to change, people were like, felt bad for them. That's okay. But feeling bad for someone doesn't pay their fucking bills.
Right.
Lowe's and Home Depot fucking murdered them. You know? I mean, Ace had a resurgence, but who the fuck goes to Ace for anything?
I had bad experiences at Ace. I mean,
when you don't have it, if they don't have it at Lowe's, a lot of times you can find that stupid like contactor for like at Ace. But other than that, like,
dude, it's funny. I live 30 seconds from an Ace.
Drive right past.
And I drive right by it and go to Lowe's.
Yeah.
The only people that shop at Ace in Oakmont are the people that are afraid to leave Oakmont because they like realize there's a whole world outside of that town, and if they see it, they're never going to go back.
That's the thing, man.
I don't know why. Yeah. I mean, I go to Ace, but it's so many times. Like if I'm like doing like a project at the house, the only time I go to Ace is if I need like firewood, or if I need something like stupid shit. Like if I need charcoal for the grill or something like that, I'll go to Ace. But if I need something, like if I'm doing a project at the house, I go to Lowe's or I go to Home Depot.
Nice.
When they first opened the Ace in Oakmont, I almost got arrested there because they were selling Vietnam.
Tell us more, Joe.
They were selling flags made in Vietnam on Memorial Day.
And you said
I fucking lost it.
What'd you do?
You know,
I was like 18 beers deep and needed a flag for my house.
Yeah, that's understood.
And just fucking lost it. They were like, you're
Did you
holding up
like
the line.
throw a bunch of flags? Or
No, they were like, you're holding up the line. I was like, I'll fucking stay here until I get a Made in America flag. Like, I'm not leaving.
I have a flag in front of my house, like hanging off my house.
Made in Sri Lanka?
Absolutely
China.
not.
Yeah.
I bought one made in America. I would not. I needed a new one, and there's a company online that I ordered the last one off, and it got all frayed and messed up because it's outside, you know. And I was like, I got to order a new flag. And I was walking through Lowe's, not to do that, but they had a display, and it said real big, made in the USA. And I'm like, you know what? I'll buy one here.
Final assembly. They stamp that last grommet on it right here. I mean, of all places, like fucking Vietnam on Memorial Day, like, I'll fucking burn this store down.
I'm sure it was South Vietnam.
So whenever the police came, they're like, we understand that you have a gripe here. And there was like 14 people partying at my house. I was like, well, at least can I get a ride?
Well, what are you doing at Ace for if you're having a party?
Probably needed like a tub for beer or something. It was a quick trip.
Yeah, that's valid.
You're a real quick trip.
It was another one of those mornings in my mid-20s where I woke up and was like, where the fuck is my truck?
Yeah.
Police were like, we'll give you a ride home, dude.
It's like a good night if you had your phone, keys, and wallet.
Phone? Fuck that phone. Yeah, I mean, it's an ever-evolving situation that we're in, and it's been like that since we were fucking born.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's our parents were like the first people in the world to have cell phones.
Right.
My dad had a bag phone.
I remember when he got it. My dad got it. He had a little spiral antenna on the back of his Mercury Sable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the car edition.
Yeah, you had to have the antenna.
Yeah. My dad had one that was in a leather bag. You just brought it wherever you wanted to go. You pulled the fucking cord up and went. Yeah.
So he had it in a leather bag, and then when you brought it in the car, you plug it in, and it would work off the antenna.
Apparently.
Yeah. And like, we thought, oh, that's the coolest shit ever. You know? It's like, we are of that generation. And I've said it before, and maybe not on air, but I'll say it again. I mean, I know the guys that fought in World War I, they consider them the greatest generation of all time. But when this is all said and done, our generation's going to get some clout, you know? I mean, you figure we were baby boomer born to boomers, you know, and we graduated.
It's a bold take, but I mean,
well, think about it. We graduated high school
this
during
budget is
9/11.
spiraling.
But we graduated high school in 9/11, graduated college during the financial crisis in this country.
Yeah.
We raised kids during COVID.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't stopped for us. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me. I love it. Bring it the fuck on. But, you know, we've had to deal with technology. You know, we've massive job cuts in
Yeah.
I've had friends recently that have lost jobs that are
man.
you know, turning 40 and thinking they're in their career and then fucking waking up the next day to a letter.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean,
What do
I'm not
do?
saying that we're the best. We're not done yet, you know?
Right.
So when this is all said and done, I think that our grandkids will look back and be like, dude,
I've seen some shit.
Pap was a motherfucker. Like, you know.
Yeah, man.
And you're in the thick of it now, and that I'm glad to have you back because you're doing.
I appreciate
you
it,
know?
man. It's you know, I felt like I got a lot of free advice here, and
Oh, it checks the invoices in the fucking mail,
yeah,
bro.
you get some of that. I'll finally get some income here. So
First 3 months rent come here.
yeah, so
Yeah, well, I
Run
told
out
Dave
around,
before we started,
but-
we got to make sure we invoice Brian Morrow from One Tom Plumber.
yeah.
He's got 38,000 views on that fucking plunger, dude. Penny a piece. I mean, fuck.
Penny.
And we start small. We know him.
Yeah.
Friend discount.
So
you got any more trips planned till the end of the year, or just kind of hunkering down here?
So you know, we'll go through this paperwork thing. I have money on hand to get the next one. Going to LSU Clemson Labor Day. That's really the only trip. It's in Clemson, so kicks
by
off
yourself?
just me because I'm annoying when I watch football. I like to scream, and
Watch for you on TV.
but my friend just bought a house in Hazelwood. I'm gonna flip that for him. That probably takes me through the end of the year revenue wise. But yeah, the goal is 3. So do the next one faster and then try and buy the third one. And technically,
Hopefully you can get a side-by-side duplex.
I mean, yeah, I could just go buy a bunch of trailers.
Get it half done.
That would count too. But
You're well on your way, man.
you may see a school bus in my backyard or something here soon. I'm just saying. Don't
you
count
got that
me
side
out.
lot, bro.
I got some options, Joe. I just try to be opportunistic, man. When things come up,
That's
it
all
makes
you can do,
sense.
dude. I mean, it's life in general.
Got to play your hand.
I think I was on the phone with Jerry earlier this week, and I said, in my 20s, I'd spend money, and I'd have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
And now I spend more money than I ever spent,
Oh,
and I think I don't have anything to show for it. But I'm like, I got all these weeds to pull, and fucking all these buildings to worry about, you know. So it's a evolution, right?
no, I mean, once I got through that credit card mess, all kinds of places want to lend you money. And it's like, well, if you're going to lend me, X amount of dollars at 0%, I'm going to take it. We're going to do something with it. So
Right.
that's where I'm at now, man. It's a good spot to be in. I'm sure there's people out there that are like, I could flip a house in 2 months, you prick. But it's,
I thought I'd be done when we did our house.
Yeah, I'm still working on my fucking house. It's 6 years later, dude.
Yeah.
And I was scrambling for the Airbnb, knocking down walls. And my wife's like, do you really need to fucking do that right now?
Well, yeah, I used to stress so much about shit at my house. And now I'm like, you know what? My grandma used to tell me, it's never going to be perfect, and it's a house that's lived in.
Yeah. So.
And fill it with love at home.
Man.
But I think that what you've done is remarkable. You know what I mean? I'm proud to call you my friend. Always have been.
Appreciate that, dude.
And glad you came back on.
Yeah.
And
I probably need Tommy John surgery,
swinging the hammer too much.
Yeah, and carrying this D around,
Here, I was going to blame your wife.
No, but that's the other thing. You get hurt. I fucking broke my foot. All kinds of shit happens on a job site. So it's when your body's a toll. I'm looking forward to sitting in a hot tub.
You'll be real glad you pulled the trigger now and not at 60, because at 60 you don't bounce back as fast. When we did our house, I thought I'd be there fucking 4 months, 5 months done.
Yeah.
Dude, it was 2 years.
And
if COVID didn't happen, it wouldn't have got done.
The best rule for a project is to take the time you think it's going to take and just double it.
Right.
So,
I mean, fortunately, you're able to do the work, and so is I. And you've been in some positions where you're fucking at the mercy of people. It not only does it hurt timeline wise, it hurts financially.
Yeah.
You got a motherfucker there that he's looking at you like you're the golden ticket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I got 2 sets of bills, so the electric and the gas and that stuff comes from the other place. And I'm like,
Property
oh shit,
taxes.
I owed that yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's a whole nother set of responsibilities, and
Well, that was
I still got to send out invoices. I still got to, pay all this other stuff too. And it's just.
That was a kick in the balls on the commercial property is the property tax, the school tax. That shit doesn't come out.
Right.
And maybe I should have paid attention more at closing or something. But you get a fucking phone call in July and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like last year, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's all in there. It's in the escrow.
Nope.
He's like, nah. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah. But I mean, I think we're always thankful that we're on this side of it instead of the other side of it, and we can always dig it out. You know.
No, I mean, I grew up renting, so I've been evicted as a kid multiple times. So, I mean, there's all kinds of Facebook groups. That's the one thing I guess I underestimated. Maybe it was the power of like social media, and we had Russ on. That was like one of my last episodes, and I was like, I really should step up my game out there because I'm a reserved person. You're not going to see me giving speeches anytime soon. Right. But there's all kinds of contractor groups out there, Pittsburgh local, and you get all kinds of help, and
the good ones will help.
Yeah,
because they've been there.
Yeah, it's free advice, and it's been great.
I mean, we'd have to go back through the tape, but I think I've used it every episode. Been there, done that kind of guy, and that's valuable information that wasn't available, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And like the dry cleaning industry, it was never available, and guys were so fucking reserved. They thought they had the secret sauce, and it's like, fuck you. I mean, anybody that's ever asked a question, I try to answer it,
Yeah, man, it's out there.
Knowledge is a tool too, You
got to know a good accountant, it's.
You know one.
I wouldn't be here if
I
didn't have one. I'd still be paying 9 to 5 and holding my dick in my hand.
In your hot tub, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad life. I'm not knocking it, but I just.
Yeah, I think the pursuit.
The people that come in here built different. I'm not satisfied just retiring. There's got to be a legacy there. There's got to be something for my kid. There's got to be. I think I've said this before. This ends with me in a foreign country.
Yeah.
With my toes in the sand and an umbrella in my drink, collecting some.
But you write a song about that.
I mean,
well, it's written about Key West.
So
I don't think
that's what I've been up to, guys. Yeah.
So the next move, you got it figured out. Kind of working on it. That's good.
I mean, you got to state your goals. You got to be clear about the direction. I think logistically getting down to Virginia makes a lot of sense. And then
now, are you going to Airbnb that place, or are you going to try to find a long-term renter?
I think this will be the Airbnb beach type of thing. Obviously, it depends on the property. The one here is the rental, tax write-off, home base, garage, what have you. But I want to make 10 to 20 moves over the next 20 years that gets me south. We'll see.
Well, what foreign country do you want to be in?
That's what you got to let life happen, Joe. You can't give all the cards.
All right. Well, this was fun catching up, man.
I appreciate the time, guys.
Yeah,
I know you both have full-time. You're in this full-time. I'm a side hustle guy. I'm not out here presenting myself yet as a full-time entrepreneur. I think what you guys are doing is awesome.
Dude, you got to start. I started. This was a side hustle for me when I started, dude.
No, it's
you got to do it. You
got to follow your passion. If you're hating your 9 to 5 and you got this itch, I suggest you got to go for it.
If you're hating your job, and you own the fucking company, sell the motherfucker and get out, because
that too, man.
It ain't gonna get better tomorrow.
That too. You got to be willing to adapt.
I have days where I'm like,
have that willingness.
I'll Viking funeral this whole fucking place with me in it, dude.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you blink and you're like, I got a beautiful family. I have a beautiful life.
You blink and your son turns 5 and he's going to kindergarten. And you're like, where'd that fucking time go?
Yeah. I mean, and that we're getting into this, when this airs, we'll be really close to that point where I think they're like rings in the tree when they start getting older and, first grade, kindergarten, 4th grade. Your oldest?
No, 6th.
6th. Going one last year. Yeah, you fucking blink and it's over.
Yeah, man. So you may as well put your chips on the table.
Yeah, you build these businesses and you hope that they're smart enough to fucking sell them and fold fucking couple $100,000 in half and put it in their pocket and be set.
I'm in the game. I slept in my rental property several nights working late. You know, you got to be into it. That's the one thing I learned here. If you're not in it.
I slept here a couple tax seasons.
I believe you.
I was real happy that we had a couch in the podcast studio, bud.
I mean,
because that's where I slept right there,
buddy. For much more, man.
Yeah. During the U.S. Open, I drove home one night and Sarah's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like, I literally went home. It was like 2 a.m. and needed to be back. And she was like, "You should have just." I'm like,
slept on the 8th green.
I know, just something to be said to seeing them kids laying in their bed, even if you don't wake them up.
Yeah,
you know, but.
That's the other thing. I had to sacrifice a lot of family time, man. You guys have talked about that, but when I'm showing up at 9:30 at night and he's in bed, it's like that's a hurt piece, man.
And you're fortunate, just like we are, to have someone at home that's fucking holding.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Your wives go through it. I mean, my wife has a career too, and she's putting in OT right now as well. So it's shout out to the wives.
Yeah, couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
I mean, we could. We just wouldn't have kids.
Yeah, and they'd take half.
Half? Due to inflation, I heard it's like more like 73%.
I think that Coldplay CEO is going to pay more than half. She just came out with a statement. But, yeah.
Did she?
Yeah, by the time this airs, he'll be remarried.
Yeah. Again.
He's going to need a tax shelter.
He's going to need a lot more than that.
They're so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I never have, never will. Maybe it's because I got a good one, but like, they're all the fucking same at the end of the day.
I mean, the one he cheated with is significantly older. Not that
I think that people don't spend enough time living their lives and their wives or other persons.
Something, I guess. I don't know.
You got to live your lives like through other people's shoes sometimes. Like when you're in an emotional relationship.
Yeah.
Put yourself, like if it was the shoe was reversed and it was that lady with her husband, like, and like he was the one sitting at home, the billionaire, and he saw that, he'd be fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
But he never put himself in her shoes, I put myself in my wife's shoes all the time. She's got to raise 2 fucking kids without me.
Yeah. It's tough.
And if I'm not there or if I'm out fucking around, if she was out fucking around, it would ruin me.
Yeah. How do you think she feels?
Oh, she's got the hardest job in America.
Yeah, how do you think she would feel if she was scrolling through TikTok and saw you hugging some other chick in a Coldplay concert?
Yeah, I feel like, and that's when you're with the one you want to be with, because I would never do that to her. It would ruin something inside of her, and it would ruin something inside of me, and that shit's off the table, dude. So I signed in blood in that relationship. We didn't do it in a church
yet,
but.
I thought I was coming here to help plan your wedding.
We'll do that off.
I gave you a microphone. Sit down. Turn the cameras on. Hurry up.
Episode 100, dude.
I thought we were planning, the 25th reunion. You were going to finally be president. Like I think we're going to
film the wedding, though. It's going to be an episode.
I'm going to rent Truby's out for our 30th anniversary.
Let's just
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
just a casket full of beer, bro.
Christ.
Fuck. Nate's like shaking his head. Everybody's shaking.
Producer's like,
edit that part out, Nate.
You guys are rambling.
Yeah. Well.
What else? Rest in peace, Ozzy. I had to get that one in there.
Yeah, man. I thought about you too. I'm a fucking metal fan. Fucking. That was part of your childhood.
I mean, how else could, if you're a fucking performer, you write your script.
Yeah,
let me have one last show and then fucking kill me.
He took off all his pain meds so he could get through the show.
Yeah.
Because he said he couldn't feel like his voice when he was on his pain meds.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that he doesn't get credit for is like how he changed television.
Oh, he's a beast, man.
Dude,
he's a game changer.
The Kardashians aren't around without fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
MTV is not what it is today without Ozzy Osbourne.
It's probably true, bud.
What do they call him? The Princess of Darkness. The Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, he's not don't assume his gender.
I mean, his long hair. He had that long hair, don't care mentality. So, all right. Well, episode 90 is one for the fucking books.
1990 was a good year.
So you got 30 episodes, 30 hours to figure it the fuck out.
Yep.
And we'll have you come back on and we'll fucking
120. I'll see you.
See how close you are to Belize.
We could do that. That's a bet.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Till next time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to Between Two Bridges, a business-to-business podcast. Find and follow us on your preferred podcast streaming platform. Like and subscribe, and leave us a rating and review. You can join us socially on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can email the show at info@betweentwobridgespodcast.com. Until next time, make it till you rake it.
You want to shoot the intro?
No.
Come on.
I want to see how good you've gotten at it.
Nah,
It's
just go.
episode 106.
Let's go.
Just
shouldn't have came here.